All right, so if you're watching this video, you're probably interested in getting the Sonos Aces. Now, there's been a lot of hype, but also a lot of controversy when it comes to these headphones, their price points, their feature set, and if they're honestly generally worth it, because there's so much competition in this over-ear headphone space. I just picked these up. I picked them up because I got them on sale super cheap at Best Buy open box, and I think that at the $350 price point, I think after tax it was almost like $390. I don't know. Money's not real. They are a decent pair of headphones. So I figured I'd make this video. We're gonna do a quick unboxing, a comparison to other premium headphones like the Sennheiser Momentum 4s, the AirPod Maxes, things that you probably might be considering purchasing as well. There'll be links in the descriptions for all these products if you want to check them out. I'm gonna give you my impressions of using these headphones here in New York City. Also, by the way, if it's your first time here, my name's Fredo. I'm a hybrid athlete here in New York City. That means I run, I box, I swim, I do yoga, and I lift weights. And I use these headphones on the subway, loud noises, babies crying, crazy homeless people trying to kill me, fire engines. So I genuinely put these headphones and earbuds to the test constantly. So I'll let you know if they're actually worth your money. But yeah, there's no denying that these are a sexy pair of headphones. That being said, in my testing, I've discovered some flaws, some things that all these other channels have forgotten or didn't even figure out. And they didn't tell you. They didn't tell you things that you should be aware if you're thinking about picking up Sonos Ace headphones. I always say earbuds and then you guys kill me in the comments. But yeah, let's get into it. I feel like I should do this review with the headphones on my ear because they're that comfortable. They honestly are. All right, so right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you some quick impressions just because I don't want to keep you guys waiting. If you have a small head, these are probably for you. If you have a big head, you probably might not like these. The amount of band space, even if you expand these, I can't imagine that they're comfortable. Nice hinge. Yeah, these are not for people who have big heads. If you have a big head, do not buy the Sonos Aces right off the bat. All right, so if you can see that, these are open box from Best Buy. Apparently they have residue damage and minor scuffs. We're gonna see how accurate that is. I got these for about $100 cheaper. I think about $100 cheaper than they should have been. So as you can see right there, it's a black colorway. Some information on the box, not much. I'm assuming that's like spatial audio, that's 30 hours of battery life, that's Bluetooth, and that's maybe chat assistant, I don't know. First off, you're greeted with this really nice case. This case is significantly smaller than the case that they give you with AirPod Maxes. Obviously, this AirPod Max case is not really even a case. I've had these forever, that's why they look so worn out. And the case is significantly smaller than the case that they give you from Sennheiser Momentum 4s. It's just slightly thinner, maybe a little bit nicer. I like the fabric-y material on this one better than this one. It's like rougher. Open it up, we're greeted with the headphones. As you can see, the headphones have like greasy stain right there, but also this headband, it's like caked in this like residue. I don't know what it is. It's kind of sticky. It's kind of nasty. The ear cups as well, they look like they're a little worn out. The vegan leather does feel nice, but you can tell that there's some kind of residue on there. I don't know how or why. Let's see if I can show you the residue on the band. Like white stuff, hard to show you. It's all sticky residue. Look at the controls real quick. You got the USB-C, you got a button right there. You got this toggle, the like action toggle, feels really nice. Tactile, that button, this button. Also inside here, you get this little pouch. This little pouch is where you put your cables. It's magnetic, that sits in there nicely. So you get the case, you get the headphones, and then also in the box, you get a starting guide right here where you have a USB-C to USB-C cable, and then you have this side that has a USB-C to 3.5. We're going to keep those in here for now. I don't know if I'm keeping these headphones. Gotta see what the hype is. I've got a Clorox wipe right here. We're going to see if we can get rid of this residue. Hopefully it's just a simple clean. This is used from Best Buy, so who knows who had this before me. I don't know why they just didn't clean it. Yeah, also these ear cups come off. It's like a magnet right there. Let's do that. Yeah, it's like sticky. The head cups are magnetic and there's like a little R right there. You have to put that on correctly so the ear sensors work. They snap on nicely, really nice magnets. It looks like that residue is gone, I think. Let's give it another wipe. I'll probably put the title of this video, Buying Used Sonos Aces. All right, let's see what these look like compared to the AirPod Maxes. And then we'll put the Momentum 4s in there because I think the Momentum 4s are honestly their biggest competitor. Realistically, the bang for buck that you get off of these All right, so you got the Sonos Aces, the Momentum 4s, and the AirPod Maxes. I really do like the graphite color of the Momentum 4s and the, I guess, space gray is what they're called. They look super nice versus the black, just plain black of this. The Sonos Aces are technically an amalgamation of the AirPod Maxes and the Sony headphones. The ear cups are almost same size, pretty large. I think the AirPod Max is a little bit more oval. Sennheiser one's not bad either. Sennheiser, that's what the ear cup looks like. Sennheiser's smaller. Some people really care about the ear depth, how much you can fit in here. Sonos Aces are definitely deeper than the Sennheiser. Sennheiser has touch controls right here, which is really nice. This one has more physical controls, which I think I might like. All right, looks like it connected. Let's see if we can play They Not Like Us. Pull the switch. Okay, if you see that, I push this, brought the volume down, press it up, bring the volume up. Oh, you can push the button too. So there's a push button as well right here. You can push it in. For play and pause, that's nice. Let's download the Sonos app. I think I have the Sonos app. Sonos has a big problem with their apps. Start product. Oh, something happened. Okay. All right. Yeah. Noise control. Okay, that's that button right there. All right, little walkthrough. Head tracking, TV swap, cool, more information. Connect to devices. Okay, so we have multi-point connectivity, that's great. In the settings, more information, charge USB, done. Okay, active noise cancellation is on, so I'm gonna push this again. Aware mode is on, and there's off mode, which is, love that. I love when headphones have off mode. You have EQ. Looks like somebody tweaked these a little bit with the bass, and bass, bass, and treble, low volumes. That's like adjusted. We're gonna press reset. We'll probably go through that a little bit more. Multi-point connectivity, serial number, software updates. Check for updates, and oh, there's a software update. All right, cool. Do not close the app. Keep your headphones close to this mobile device until update. Press continue. Do not use computer to charge. Continue. Wonder if I can play music. I cannot play music. Oh, I am playing music. I should pause that. It's like unreleased Kanye. All right, so we're updating the software on the headphones. I'm doing this. I got excited. I went home, unboxed it. I don't know what the software update does. I will put it in the video for you guys. We're gonna let this update quickly and then we'll get back to it. It says up 2%, so we got some time to wait. This update is taking forever. Is that normal? I don't know why it's like flashing like that. I'm gonna run you through some specs when it comes to these guys. First off, you get USB-C charging at the bottom. You get a custom tuned 40mm driver. You got Bluetooth 5.4. You get 30 hours of battery life, which is kind of impressive when you think about how small these cups are. You get 8 microphones for a voice pickup. There's no IP rating on these headphones, which kind of sucks. You should use these for home listening, your commute, and maybe the gym. You get noise canceling, aware mode, and off mode, which I love. You get removable cups. These cups are really strong. They like pinch me. You get all tactile controls with these buttons. App gives you very limited EQ, if you can see there, with bass and treble. I think that's all the specs. Did I get all the specs? People said the aware mode on these buds, I'm in aware mode right now. People said the aware mode on these buds is really good, that you can't tell that you have headphones on. You can definitely tell you have headphones on. There's so much occlusion with this. The passive noise cancellation is amazing. So good. The active noise cancellation is on another level. That's very good. Really good, actually. Let's just go into off mode. Now, when it comes to earbuds or headphones, I rank them more on functionality, ergonomics, more than sound quality. Depending on what type of user you are, you already know if you're an audiophile and you want premium sound, or maybe you're just a casual average consumer and you just have some money to burn. You know what type of person you are. So I don't really focus on sound quality because that's super subjective. It's hard to pinpoint that in a talking review, even when they have those like binaural microphones that let you hear the sound. So we're gonna focus on the Sonos Ace headphones as just competitive Bluetooth headphones like the XM5s, the Bose Ultra, the Momentum 4s, the AirPod Maxes, okay? That's the context, let's get into it. First thing, the cons of the Sonos Aces is that these headphones, wow, these headphones are incredibly sweaty. They are hot, and because there's a heat wave in New York City, if I'm on the train or if I'm walking through the streets, my ears are soaked, my ears are damp. And the ear cups, they're vegan leather. Whether that's a pro or con, I don't know. We'll see how that lasts over time. But you can see for the couple minutes that I've had this on, the sweat building up right here. So these are very sweaty headphones, and that doesn't help because there's not an IP rating on these. So I would not recommend these technically for the gym or for hot climates. They're not the best headphones because they could get ruined. They could get ruined, and I don't like that, especially for how expensive these are. The next con with the Sonos Ace headphones is that the way that they swivel, they only swivel in one direction, which is kind of awkward because, like, let's say I had the headphones on my ear, as I'm doing right now, and I decided I want to take them off, right? Like this kind of, it's like earmuffs, it's kind of annoying. They're like here. Typically other headphones, you'd be able to swivel down and lay them flat against your chest. You can't do that with the Sonos Aces. You can only flip them up, and it's like choking me. It's like putting pressure right here on my neck. That's kind of like a functionality issue. If you take your headphones off your ear and you want to just, you know, let your ears breathe and not sweat for a second, they're kind of awkward. They just sit here. It's not very comfortable. I wish they would swivel all the way. The AirPod Maxes do it, I'm pretty sure. The Momentum 4s I have do it. A lot of the headphones I have a full 180, 360 swivel. These do not. They stop and they only face this way. It's kind of weird usability wise. The other cons for these headphones are more software based, and they could fix them potentially in the future. The wear mode, it does not handle loud sounds like taps or screeches or sirens well at all. It literally will kill the noise canceling, and it'll stop and have to reset in your ears, which is kind of annoying. Now, this might not be something that everybody experiences, but here in New York City, the trains are constantly screeching, making noises. There's constantly fire trucks, ambulances. So hopefully they approve that wear mode in the software, in a future software update. That being said, the EQ of this is literally non-existent. All you can do is bass and treble, and that's it. You can't really EQ these. There's no promo to EQ these, and that kind of sucks, especially because these are going against other headphones that have EQ via their app. So the app is very bare bones, but again, they can change that via software, hopefully in the future. That being said, the last con is going to be the sound. Again, if you're an audiophile, you already know what you're listening for, and you already know what devices you like. These might not be for you if you're an audiophile. They sound crowded. There's not a lot of separation in the instruments and the vocals. Again, I'm not an audiophile by any stretch of the imagination, but I have tested a lot of headphones and I can tell the difference in sound quality. The sound stage of these isn't as good as AirPod Maxes, my Sennheiser Momentum 4s, or even some of my earbuds. So if you're using them for enjoyment of music and you're an audiophile, maybe shy away from these. But if you're the average person and you want these because they look cool, then definitely these are for you. So I wanted to jump in here. I've been doing testing for about a week and a half. Things that I've experienced about the Sonos headphones that are not that great. So the first thing is that the Sonos headphones, the Sonos Aces, randomly disconnect. I've had these guys randomly disconnect on me a couple times when I'm on the subway. Now, my other headphones, my other earbuds do that sometimes, but not as much as the Sonos Aces did, and I'm not sure why. The next thing that is an issue is the multi-point connectivity. I have this connected to my iPhone, and I also had it connected to my Mac. Obviously, I'm editing on these because I'm producing videos for you guys on YouTube, and for some reason, the multi-point on my Mac will initiate for 5, 10, 15 seconds. It'll play audio for a little bit, and then it'll just disconnect, and I can't figure out for the life of me why it's doing that. It's not an M1 MacBook. I have an M1 MacBook, but this is an older generation MacBook, but I've never had any issues with Bluetooth connectivity on that thing before, so I'm not sure why Sonos is doing it. I'm gonna do some additional testing on the multi-point to see if this happens on my Android devices as well. The next thing I'm not crazy about when it comes to the Sonos Aces is that the Sonos app is super slow to connect, but essentially, if I want to make a change in the app without using the button controls, the app will just take so many seconds, almost 30, 45 seconds for it to initiate a connection with the Sonos device. This might not matter to some people because you have all those physical controls right here. But that goes on to my next point. The controls aren't that practical. Now, if you have AirPod Maxes have a digital crown, and that digital crown gives you really nice feedback. Every time you turn it, it kind of clicks. It feels nice. It's tactile. You push the button. It's very practical. This switch right here that they give us, even though it's a nice big switch and it has like audible ticks, and that press is a little mushy. Sometimes I press it. I'm not sure if I pressed it. All right, my battery just died on my light. I'm not gonna stop to charge it. These buttons, they're not as good as the AirPod Maxes. That's what I'm saying. And they're not very practical. If you wanna increase your volume, you gotta like pull and then hold, and then it only goes up by a certain amount of increments. This button, sometimes I forget that it's there. And can you even see it in the video? Yeah, this button right here, I kind of forget that it's there. Sometimes it's kind of just like too awkward. And the next thing about these Sonos headphones that's a little weird is that sometimes audio out of it sounds a little funky. If I'm watching YouTube, let's say it's a 10 or 15 minute video, the audio kind of tweaks out sometimes and it doesn't sound the best. I don't know, kind of like it's muffled, like a low pass filter applied. It's weird. I did buy these used from Best Buy, which means I'm returning them. I probably would have kept them, honestly, if the multi-point wasn't so weird. If the multi-point was working for me, I probably would have kept these. But also, I've heard people experiencing other issues with the Sonos Aces. And this is the biggest con. It hasn't happened to me, thank God, because I would be SOL out of $400. But apparently, if you plug the Sonos Aces in with an Anchor charger and not like a regular just USB-C cable, I'm using my Mac one, it'll fry the headphones. Essentially, you'll fry your headphones and they'll just be dead. You'll have to send them in for warranty replacement or something like that if you're even eligible for that. I don't know if they'll cover it. So that's a huge con. If you can't use their products to charge these, people are just gonna cook their Sonos Aces. So I'm kind of scared of that happening to my pair, which is probably why I won't end up keeping them. Okay, so this is me afraid from the future. I returned the Sonos Aces. This video is very pieced together because in the span of me having the headphones and testing them, the week and a half, it's actually been months or a month. And I got a new camera, so it took me a second to put all this footage together to give you a summarized version. The headphones are good, but they're not good for that $500 price tag. They're way better if you get them used like I did. You can find them for about $300. I found a pair for $298, which is a steal. It's stupid how cheap you can get them if you look in the right places. Best Buy is probably a good place. So yeah, what can I tell you? Let me put these down. I hope I answered any questions you had about the Sonos headphones. Again, I think they could support these in the future with software updates to make them even better, especially in that EQ in their app. That's their biggest downside. If you're interested in other headphones, check out my channel. I have reviews of every major headphone you can think of. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you in the next one.